For the given reaction, we need to find out the signs of delta H, delta S as well as delta G. Now first recollect the relation between all these three terms. It is nothing but delta G equal to delta H minus T delta S. So once you know the sign of delta H and delta S, definitely we can get the sign of delta G. So first check out what is the sign of delta H. What is this reaction? This reaction is nothing but a hydrocarbon is heated in excess amount of oxygen so that the entire carbon is converted into CO2 and hydrogen into H2O. What is this reaction? It is combustion reaction. And we know that all combustion reactions are exothermic in nature. And whenever it is an exothermic reaction, definitely delta H value is a negative value, isn't it? So this is negative. And that is there in all the options. So we cannot eliminate any one of them. Now let's find out what is the sign for delta S. And here when you compare the number of moles of gaseous reactants as well as gaseous products, there is an increase in the number of gaseous moles, isn't it? Here there are 25 plus 2, that is 27 moles of gaseous substances in the reactant side and 34 moles of gaseous products on the product side. So as there is increase in the number of gaseous moles, we can say that the entropy is increasing, isn't it? And when the entropy increases, definitely the change in entropy is nothing but the entropy of the products minus entropy of the reactants, and that comes to be definitely a positive value, isn't it? So now our answer can be either option A or option D, because it is satisfying the delta H value as negative and delta S value as positive. Now let's substitute the sign of delta S in this expression. So whenever this is positive, definitely the entire term T delta S is negative only, irrespective of the value of temperature. So because of this one, the final delta G value is also negative, isn't it? So that is the reason why our answer is option D. It means that this particular reaction is spontaneous at all conditions of temperature, because both the delta H as well as delta S are favorable. Means delta H being negative is one of the favorable condition for the reaction to be spontaneous. Delta S positive is another favorable condition for the reaction to be spontaneous. So definitely the delta G is always negative, means the reaction is spontaneous at all conditions of temperature.